Well, hello, friends. It's your pal Tom Picklefeather, here to tell you a story that's just for kids. Warning, not for children. Well, hello, everyone. It's your pal Tom Picklefeather. Today's story was, uh, it, let's just get into it. Today's story is a Serbian film. Once upon a time, there's a fellow named Milo, and he used to do a lot of performing. And his performance involved a lot of wrestling and tickle fights, and he was apparently very, very good. Well, he met someone who only wanted to wrestle and tickle fight with him and no one else, and so he's like, you know what, maybe I gotta retire. But then him and his family, he had a little boy with this lady, and they were falling on tough times and money was tight. So he got a job offer to start tickle fighting and wrestling again. But this director that he met had him do more rough play, which Milo wasn't exactly fond of, but he really needed the money, so he tried it. He found that he was playing a little too rough with the other performers, and he was like, man, I don't like this. I don't know if this is okay. And he struggled whether to tell people, because they made him do some really, really naughty things. But they were like, no, this is art. And Milo was like, I don't know if this is art. I think they're just being mean. And so he told his brother, who was a cop, like, hey, maybe you should look into these people, because they're playing a little way too rough. Something against that. And so his brother was like, sure, I'll check it out. Well, he starts doing more rougher and rougher play, to the point where people are really getting hurt. Their feelings and their bodies were getting hurt. And so Milo's like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And so they said, okay, well, we're gonna bring in your family and we're gonna rough house with them. But it's like, but they never wanted to perform like this. So Milo got very upset. And then he found out that his brother was also doing this rough play. And he was like, oh no, that's not okay. All right, that hurts my feelings, that you would betray my trust like that, brother. So he gave brother and everybody involved with the production company a stern talking to, and they were like, oh my goodness, you're right, we have been doing a lot of mean things. And so him and his family, they decided, you know what, this was a very tiring ordeal. I'm sorry they brought you in. I know that was playing way too rough. How about we all take a nap? And so they all took a nap, rest after all the rough play. And they just decided, you know what, we're just going to get regular jobs, live a nice, simple, quiet life. And so they did. So I guess the moral of this story is, like, sometimes we get in a bit of a sticky situation, and maybe we shouldn't do whatever to get ourselves out of it, because we might be getting into a stickier situation. It would be my takeaway from this particular story. At least I hope that's your takeaway as well. I hope your ultimate takeaway is that I love you, and I want you to stay healthy and safe, and I want you to make sure that you have very good boundaries, because you shouldn't let people make you do things you're uncomfortable with, even if they're paying you a lot. Again, let me reiterate, I love you, and you take care of yourselves.